Alright, viewer submitted Brawl list, Elf Pile. You got the Nurturer here. When an elf enters battlefield under your control, you get a 1/1 counter on it. Tap, add green equal to its power. And then we've got all the historic playable elves, and we've got some bomb diggities here at the top end that explode in various ways. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games with this and see how it goes. Here's Boshek, the person who sent it in for us. End-raised Force Runners could be a good ad if it's not in here. For sure. There's a Field of the Dead in this deck? That's probably wrong. There's 28, 22 basics. At a minimum, if there's a field, we should be playing a split of Snowlands, but even with 11 and 11, I think this card's just too hard to enable in one color decks. I could be right to wait on this since we drew the Snakeskin Veil. They weakened Power Up Punch and did nothing else. That's interesting. It doesn't really do much for Mr. Lucario. You allowed to run Pathways in monocolor decks. You are not.
Our magic bears fruit.
Yeah, we'll see. I skimming the patch notes for Unite on Google Translate. A number of things were unclear because of the way it translated, so I'm sure a native speaker will translate it for the rest of us.
Your lack of don't take another step.
Guess we'll make this a 3 and we'll replay this.
Unleash an autumn of steel leaves.
Hey, Alan Den, thanks for the 29 months. We had a resub before I fully went live to Pierogi Addict. Thanks for the 7 months. Pierogies are great. Alright. Let's clean up our mana here a little bit. Hey, sweet. And Cool Stuff Inc. just sent me the list of gift codes for players from the weekend that earned them in the open. So if you're someone that earned prizes, you'll want to keep an eye out for that. Christy will be messaging on what's it called soon enough. Veil of Summer is legal here. That's funny. Oh, this is one I wanna check out at some point too. It seems really good. Just play a bunch of enchantments in your deck and get to loop through them. That seems fine. You think I want a free mulligan? I think I'm just supposed to free mulligan anything that doesn't have an accelerant in it. It has all of our colors keep. Yeah, I get to like tribe on 3, and then on 4 I can Marwyn into Faceless. Seems fine. As turn 1 Llanowar Elves, that's cheating. You have triple Llanowar Elves here, though. Wait, that's just 3 Llanowar Elves in a trench coat. Huh. So I think with this draw on the land, I'm gonna go Beast Whisperer into Nurturer now. Oh, squads are comparable to clans. That's sweet. So it'll be easy to find other Hooglandians to group with. That's fantastic. Imagine a video game giving you social features, Pele. Just think about it. Prioritizing punishing tribe over nurture is interesting. This adds mana equal to its power. We get to get a counter and seek an elf. Then we get to go ahead and untap this. Oh man, we're gonna like pop off here, huh? So we get to draw a card with this, and then we get to Synchronized Strike, untap this, and give it 2/2 to make a bunch of mana. Wish we had chat in Arena. There's friend chat. Per match chat is not something that we need. Per match chat would be big bad, big sad. I guess we'll untap this so we can take the Heliod thing off of it again. So this is gonna make 8 mana. This is Brawl. I'm not putting deck names in the stream title anymore, but I am putting the order of the format that we're playing. Lagrange. That's true. You can always reference Untapped for what deck we're playing. Found out yesterday that I'm going to be dad, nervous, and excited. Nervous and excited's a good natural mix of a response, J-Money. Congrats. Morning, Wolf. Thanks for the follow. The Elf Champion versus Thalia. Oh, Thalia, you have no power here. I heard Canada's anti-vax party was resoundingly defeated. Hopefully, the United States can repeat something similar in 22. Congrats to my neighbors to the north and having a head on their shoulders. Can a Canadian who understands your process confirm if I understand it for me? So the way Canada forms government, the way Canada forms government, you basically elect congressional representatives or their parliamentary representatives, and then based on who gets more seats, those people elect the prime minister. That's kind of the equivalent of your president. Is that accurate, or have I misunderstood? Chat, saying similar to the UK doesn't do anything for me. I'm American, okay? That's essentially correct. I'm sure there's maybe some nuance or details in there that aren't exactly what I described, but that's what I understand is the gist of it. I read a conservative op-ed that said liberals are only pushing vaccines hard because they know it will make conservatives not want to take it, which will then make conservatives die of COVID. It's all an evil plot. Man, conservatives in the United States are such professional victims. The gaslighting is strong. They're only telling me to do the thing that'll keep me alive because they know I won't do it. You can't make me do it, neener, neener. It's like if the president of the United States was the leader of the party that won the House of Representatives. Okay. Alright, let's seek out some friends here, huh? Our opponent might be successfully wider than us here. Oh, man. That would have been really sweet. Okay, so I can do X's 3 with this. I think we need to do this just to get a thing. What are we getting? I'm not quite sure offhand. Let's look. Oh, is there... Oh, Dwynen's Elite isn't legal on... Is Dwynen's Elite on Arena? Or it's not, right? Do I need a Mana Lord, though? Is Dwynen's Elite on this platform? It is. Yeah, there should be a Dwynen's Elite in this deck, definitely. We'll add one of those after this. I think I just want, like, a Lookout to get an Elf card. This is, like, something... Because, like, I'm gonna need chump blockers, right, basically? Was there a Dwynen's Elite in there and I missed it? We'll double check. I actually didn't do a search of elves. Maybe we should take a second to do that after this game. Just like look at all the elves that are on the platform and playable. Ideally, I want to cast a couple of elves and then Hunting Pack next turn off of Nurture. Get a bunch of 4/4s. Let's use our life total as a bit of a resource here again. Getting close, Scottish. Well, I don't really want to lose life here. This costs 8. I think I'm just casting Gaia's Blessing, and then we'll do this, huh? We'll do this for Storm Count. Rawr. So this is going to let us draw a whole bunch of cards next turn. Yeah, Twitch doesn't actually let me access stats on who has what in terms of closeness to Shillionaire, which is a little annoying in a way. Oh wait, with the Fauna Shaman, I was gonna say with the Fauna Shaman we just go get Craterhoof, right? And that should be plenty lethal. Only 997,000 away, or as I like to call it, you're just a temporarily embarrassed Shillionaire. Hoof, there it is. You just gotta cut back on the avocado votes a little bit. Set release is a good time to save up shillings too, because there won't be nearly as many deck votes. And there's no Jaspera Sentinel in this deck either. Alright, let's fix some of the missing elves here, huh? I got the field of it already. Preserver is a cute, I think I just want all the elves that make mana, huh? This is a tutor. This card's great. Oh, there's no Sylvania in here. That's great. Definitely want that one. There's an elf lord, chat. Yeah, Guardian Project should be in here for sure. Hey, Johnny, thanks for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. This should basically be in most screen decks. All right, so let's cut some of the sillier cards. There's an Eye of Vinka in here for some reason. We can get rid of that. I don't need Mind Stone to ramp. We have a bunch of creature ramp. Storm card was sweet. Rishkar, that's probably fine. Aetherflux Reservoir seems too cute. I think we're probably winning most games where we're going to activate that. Shamir Carbon number land cards for the counter. That seems mediocre. Yeah, I agree that Solemn seems unnecessary. Good catch. A Wildborn Preserver is not what we need. Oh, there's no Realm Walker in here. Good shout. Gaia's Blessing is cute. Explore is cute. I'd rather just have things that ramp. I like all the untap a thing cards. Those are great. We could play Collected Company. I don't know about that one. Oh, Huntmaster makes elves tokens too, right? Is that really hammers Nurturer? Yeah, I like that one. Okay, I need 4 cuts here still. Hey, Wildborn Preserver is not something we need. Augur Bomb. Chat, I'm cutting cards, chat. If they aren't elves, don't suggest them. I don't know how often we're actually getting in for Toski to be good enough. Yeah, this is Realm Walker's an elf with that ability. It's exactly correct. Tome's probably a little slow. Paradox Engine's probably cute. Alright, let's do that and play another game. Turn 1, Llanowar Elves, plus a land to cast it. Sign me up. It's there. It's combat damage to player, lose life, mill a card, you gain a life, scry 1. That seems pretty sweet. I don't know about turn 4 Ulamog. It's gonna be pretty fast though. Maybe 5 or 6. Twisted Gengar. thank you for the Prime. I appreciate the support. Welcome to channel this morning. You have a Pokemon name, so I have to ask, you've been playing Pokemon Unite, Gengar? It's been a lot of fun. I've been playing a bit of that. We're going to be doing some on stream tomorrow after their patch goes live. Mamo Swine and Sylveon hype. Hey, thanks for the tier 3 and thanks for the entire year of support, Afterthought. Thanks for making me more than an afterthought. Welcome back. M. Carrington. Thank you for the tier 3 and the 29 months. It's almost 2.5 years. Thanks for sticking around. I think I'm playing this. Demands a removal. So the bot, the person that manages MTG bot told me that Twitch has been having some issues with getting the messages through to the bot, which explains why it's been laggy recently. Dylan San, thanks for the follow. Good morning. So if they kill Marwyn, we still have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So untapped land would cast this. If they don't kill Marwyn, we'll have a concession Ulamog next turn. Yeah, I had never played a MOBA before, so I've been enjoying it. It's been fun to play with friends. My wife and I played duos a bit, and we played some 5 stacks with other Hoaglandians. Oh, this does end up being a mana, doesn't it? Yeah, because it's 2 to untap this, and this taps for 3. I mean, you know about Ulamog, friendo. The less kind assertion, Lucas, could also be that the Twitch infrastructure is crumbling under the weight of bot attacks, which is causing it to degrade for everyone. Tongsby, thank you for the 1.5 years. Welcome back. Yeah, I don't think I ever would have touched Unite if it was like hour-long games. 10-minute games are pretty chef's kiss. Fantastic. Are we the bad guys? I mean, maybe. We're definitely feel like the bad guy when we have turn 5 Ulamog. 1 free mulligan, please. If we don't draw a land on one, I'm going to growth for a land and just lock up the 4th here, I think. Alright, since we drew a land, we'll draw a spell. Captain Corn Dog. Get your finger puppets! Opponent's basically playing a standard deck. What are the odds this dies if I play it out? Is there a number greater than 100%? Who do I want to die the most? Probably Lys. And if Lys lives, it at least like makes tokens to block some pop-it tokens for a little bit. Does competitive play need a free mulligan? I mean, it's one of the many things they could do to the person on the back. Hey Jeff, I'm just here for the Menacing Delver decks. Also, the stream kept me sane during my state examination, so cheers from Germany. Hey, thanks for the 4 months, Danny Poe. 18 buds by sub badge can officially vote and go to war, but can't drink. No, Hoaglandia has very reasonable drinking laws. You can drink at 16 at Hoaglandia. I do not believe so, Martian. I assume this is dying. Oh, this is a what's it called too? I didn't realize this was an Electromancer effect too. It's pretty good. Control the magic. Thanks for the follow. We don't really have alcohol in my house, Tunox. I think there's 2 or 3 beers in the bottom of my fridge that Michael left in my house at one point, but I'm not a big alcohol consumer personally. Not that there's anything wrong with it, it's just not my the small amounts of alcohol I drink have to be able to disguise themselves as candy. Otherwise, I want nothing to do with it. Knacker, thanks for the 28 months. Welcome back. And Enya, thanks for the almost 3 years. Okay, and then I don't want to cast a second spell this turn because then it'll send it to day and make this bigger. Well, once upon a time on their turn. We'll see them pop off a couple of spells here, so that way they can flip it back to day. Hey, Arnie, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream today. Good morning, good morning. We are playing some Brawl to start this morning, but we're going to be doing some regular historic as well as some standard in a little bit. Playing some Marwyn of the Nurturer here to begin. Once upon a time, there was so I've got 6 mana here currently. If I take the land, we can go Whisper into Realmwalker has some appeal. Imperious Perfect, making my elf tokens bigger too, also has some appeal. Should have been greedy and taken the Lord. Obviously. I imagine the Pappet here is going to flip over and make these 3/3 extra, which is a little scary. Is the new set making an impact on Historic? No, not really. It added bad Delver decks as a thing you can technically play, but they don't seem particularly good. Or at a minimum, they seem worse than like the other memory lapse decks you could be playing. How dare you? All right, I think I'm gonna gain 6 here. And then if they don't have a counter spell, we have Hoof Dare at his next turn. Alright, let's see. Survey says... we had Delver decks means it's a real non-rotating format now. Yes, exactly. We could see them kill a couple of my things in response here, too. Craterhoof will be creature number 8 on this board. So even if they kill, like, say, 3 things here, I'd still have 5. Oh, they're killing 4 things. And tapping some. Wow, I think we're dead, huh? Yeah, Magma Opus cost a bunch less there. Wow. Pretty punished for not taking the Lord the previous turn, huh? Yeah, good game, opponent. That's close. I was like, well, if they kill like 2 or 3 things, we're still okay, but kill 4 things, tap 2 others. That'll do it. That'll do it. I really hope we get Pioneer on Arena sooner rather than later. They're like we're Elf on 1, sign me up. We're like really close to Pioneer, to like having the relevant Pioneer cards on this platform. So hopefully they make getting the rest of them a priority. Bye, fishies. Yeah, I really think they should just do like they should just have a Pioneer anthology that's just like 20 or 25 of the most played cards in Pioneer that aren't already on Arena. And that alone would get us just incredibly close. Thassa's Oracle is banned in Historic, thank God. Listen, I mean, like, it's literally just, you go look at... go look at, like, what are the most places. Pioneer have better lands. Are there lands in Pioneer that exist that don't exist otherwise? I'm actually not sure offhand. See? Thanks for the 22 months. Welcome back. It's got pained lands. Alright, fam. You ready to pippity pop here? So let's seek an elf.
I always have reinforcements.
So let's do this. This untaps, right? Yeah, okay. So we'll do Soul of the Harvest. And then we'll go Stony Strength, untap this. And then we'll do this, and we'll cast the Empath. I have a land, and then we can go Giant Growth, untap this, and then we could do this. That's 11, and then we could go cast this, cast Craterhoof Behemoth. Someone asked if we were the bad guy earlier. I think the answer might be yes. I suppose they could have a Wrath of God here. This could be a mid-rangey commander. Yeah, okay. We got a game. Oh, the perpetually on Freylays includes back to the command zone. Oh, I should have played an untapped land to protect this. This was a mistake. They have a piece of spot removal here. I'm Big Sage. Could have avoided that. I don't know why that didn't click in my head, but it definitely is how that works, huh? Hey, Cordemi, thank you for the 37 months. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning.
Endure all trespassers.
Hey, look, we drew Rishkar, and we have Rishkar's expertise. savor the flavor, chat. The fact that we have all these untap cards in here is such gas. They could have another sweeper here, right? Realistically. Oh, I actually don't want to draw a card here because I need to do this, right? Thanks for the follow, Spiral back. Good morning, good morning. We've loosely talked about some of them. I will do, my Unite video tomorrow morning won't be a gameplay video. It will be it'll be a patch review video with fuller thoughts on it. I looked at a Google Translate of the Japanese notes, and even the Japanese notes don't give very, very good specifics. So once the patch goes live, data miners on Reddit will like figure out what the actual numbers they changed are, which is great. Is this keepable? This might be keepable. I'm playing Prime Speaker. Maybe I should just take my free mulligan with no Llanowar Elves. Yeah, this is fine. This is Historic Brawl, Mellow Man, which is a commander variant that's on Arena all the time now. All right. We could die here. Yeah, I don't know exactly what the Prime Speaker Insanity looks like in this format. I know they added Hippogriff. Yeah, Hippocamp. Well, I don't want to play with you anymore. I really think that mind control effects in Commander should give you the option to put your commander into the command zone. I think they changed the rules at one point where putting your commander into your deck lets you put it into the command zone. I think you should get the option when your commander is taken control of to put it in the command zone. I think the spirit, that feels like the spirit of the format to me. Like, make it cost 2 more mana, let it count as a removal spell, but... Nah, I think having to play gain control of your own creature effects is silly. It's not a good solution. I think you should just solve it with a game rule and let people gain control back of it. Read. I think stuff like that is nonsense. We don't want to change the intent of it. Just like these stupid purity tests where like, this isn't the original intention. Just stop it and just like focus on what the actual gameplay experience is rather than like artificially gating yourself behind like what, like, yeah. Just like the gameplay experience should be first and foremost what is cared about. All right, murder my friend again. Speaking of things they didn't plan for in the 1800s, there was a news article yesterday that we're waiting on more confirmation for it or see if there's going to be more investigate on it, but it alleged that Jared Kushner met with Mark Zuckerberg during the 2020 election. And they came to an agreement that Facebook would not fact-check political ads during the 2020 election. And in exchange, the Trump administration would not institute regulations on Facebook, which, if there's any base to that claim, that's a really big deal. Back in the 1800s when the DMCA laws were written. Is this thing castable? Holy crap, it is. All right, well, we're going to take some lands with us here, huh? I'm going to leave the Arcane Signet in play. So that way, if we draw a destroy something later. Ooh, are they stifling us? They stifled us. Okay, so they have a way to get rid of the 10/10 indestructible. Check the politics channel in the subs Discord. There was a link. Agent of Treachery. Endless mind control. Let's try one more Brawl match before we call it a day, but endless mind control is not a good experience in this format for sure. There's a tweet with a source and then a link to a thing. And again, it's allegations and Zuckerberg denied it, just for clarity's sake. But there's a source. Easy mulligan here, especially for free. This is fine. I got 2 lands in a dork. Needs to draw some more lands, but if we don't, this and this do some stuff for us. Siskadeb God. I mean, people talking about cards that take things being banned. Agent of Treachery is not legal in Historic. Although, it is amusing to note, Agent of Treachery is on the list of cards that are banned in Historic, but legal in Pioneer, and also don't see play in Pioneer. I definitely think Historic could stand to have a number of unbans.
In my you underestimate our strength.
The purple text, for people that haven't seen that, means these cards have been impacted by the Perpetually mechanic from Freylays here. What cards would I unban in Historic? I made a video a little while ago about it, but honestly, the answer is most of them. Okay, so them killing that kind of implies that they don't have a sweeper. If they had a sweeper, they just let this resolve and then kill it, right? Do I just cash this in for a draw 4?
will
Oh, it's a
end
draw
your
5, right?
victory.
Because Regal counts itself. That's so good. Yeah, this is pretty unlucky. We have to discard to hand size. Just discarding all the lands, huh? Need plenty of mana with this. This lethal. This is 15. Yeah, it is. Our opponent kept kind of a bad hand, huh? Like, they saw our commander was Marwyn, and they, like, had one thing to do before turn 5. Take your mulligan information, folks. Let's get one more elf-like game in, and then we'll shift gears to some regular historic, huh? We're gonna play some green-red Kiln Fiend in historic today. Looks kind of sweet. No Llanowar Elves, but I've got Once Upon a Time, and I've got a 2-mana Accelerant, so I think I keep this because there's a chance to get Llanowar Elves. The old getting priority because of Skirt Prospector. Yeah, I'll take Llanowar Visionary here. Our hand's actually pretty good, right? We get to go Incubation Druid on 2, and then we go Rishkar on 3, put a 1/1 counter on this, play Visionary. Or play Nurturer, maybe? Yeah, probably Nurturer. This deck from the Discord channel. This was a viewer submission, yeah? We're about a dozen cards off where we started at this point, but the initial thing was sent in by a viewer. And I'm gonna be peeping in the subs Discord server for more Brawl decks to play moving forward. I don't know that we're gonna do Brawl absolutely every day, but we're gonna do at least three or 4 days a week, I think. No blocks. So Rishkar puts counters on 2 things when it comes into play. And then as long as this has a counter on it, it taps for 3 mana instead of just tapping for 1. This also lets all of your creatures with 1/1 counters on them tap for mana, so this taps for mana at the moment. Their commander taps for a bunch of mana with Skirt Prospector in play, huh? What are we doing this turn is a question. I think I'm great henging into Visionary. Luzzy, if you'd actually like to talk, drop me a ping me, and I will. But I'm just gonna make sure you have a sword. All right, Luzzy, if you actually want a timeout, let me know and I'll hit you again. But just in case you didn't, have some chat powers. So I have 3 mana here technically. I could untap once if I wanted. Doesn't seem very good. I think I'm just passing. This Visionary tap for 2. No, it just has 2 different activated abilities now.
I'm the best fire starter there is.
You gonna attempt to murder my nurturer? But she's so nurturing. Why would you kill her? Oh god, they have so much mana. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Chat, they're gonna massacre my fam. Well, they sent 2 at the nurture. They are trying to kill my commander. So, a bunch of their goblins are going to die here. My nurture is dead. Start here and see where we end up at. I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna bull strength this, and in response to bull strengthing, we'll float 3. This becomes a 3. Is that even very useful though? Not really. I think we just get hosed next turn when Krenko makes more things, huh? Right, we're going a little bit wide here at least. Do I cast this and then flip this? I have a bunch of mana next turn if I don't die. I think that's the play. Honestly, I think I'd take Sentinel just because it snowballs my board. Well, this is an instant. Are we dead to Krenko? They don't have haste, right?
Oh, today's my lucky day.
Goblins you control get 1-0 and gain haste till end of turn. Yikes! They do now. All right, I'm gonna try one more. I wanna fully elf ball someone one more time before we jump to regular historic. We did jinx it a little bit there. Morning cheese. It might have been dead even without them having haste, but you know, details. Fine. It is worth noting that the previous opponent's deck, like, they'd have lost by a lot if they hadn't had exactly Skirt Prospector on one. Like, the only reason their commander was even remotely close to ours was because their Krenko also made a bunch of mana. Normally their commander doesn't make mana like ours makes mana. It's a little scary. Rejuvenator here on this turn. Because I was about to say, because it'll let us Ugin next turn, but, you know, woof. Because if I played this, there was a good chance they'd sweep. Friends. That's rude.
Secrets manifest before you.
Torko do. When you cast a creature spell, draw a card and put a land onto the battlefield. Down to 3. No, there is no token underneath Skyclave, so when this dies, it's just a Grey Ogre. Hey, Tyre, welcome back. Morning, good morning.
Truth lies beyond vision.
I guess this cast this. Might as well. They have a counterspell or an instant here, or are they just doing nothing? Oh, they're ramping this up, sure. They have a lot of cards in hand, though. Like, this is gonna give them 7 cards, but... Well, that's incredibly rude. I think that one's gotta go. Glad we have Ugin in play. So they got a new hand, but they also, like, they weren't missing that many cards. Faceless agent getting made cheaper by Ugin is kind of funny.
Bathe in ghost fire.
If I hit an untapped land with this, I can also do this turn. Nice. Let's start pressuring here. Ooh, that's pretty scary. Ooh, they're leaving Ugin alive. That's good for us. Definitely down to chump here because that lets Ugin make another token. Here's an extra, some extra mana for us if we wanted, which I think we do want. Yep, that sounds great. Just gonna chill on this for now, maybe. Let's go and attack with these. I'm gonna attack with this too. Maybe I don't want to hold this up. Let's just pressure them because this is only +2/+2 in tramples. So there's a, oh, I'm gonna have to hold it up anyways because of growing rights, right? It was Blong, yeah. Yeah, we have functional matchmaking again. So we did a little Calia to start yesterday. We're gonna start mixing some historic commander back into the regular content schedule. So if you have Brawl decks you've been enjoying, make sure you share them in the Singleton channel on the Subs Discord server. I'm gonna be dipping into there to pick out some ones to play. Deathcore Ripper, thanks for the follow. I think Brawl will likely be what we start the stream with on the days that we do it, because it's a little bit less popular than regular Historic and Standard. I've still been enjoying it, so we're going to play it, but it makes sense to start the stream with it. Thanks for the follow, Mufasa. Good morning. Opponent trying to finagle their best way to not die to end freeze Forerunners. I will say, having, I don't know, a third of our matches this morning end because someone cast a Mass Manipulation or an Agent of Treachery was kind of shitty, though. So, I'm gonna be done with Brawl for this morning. What a masshole. Yeah. Yeah, I think, so for people that aren't familiar with Brawl, I do think that the deck strength matchmaking is great, but something that desperately needs to be done in Brawl is playing cards like Agent of Treachery and 8-mana Ugin and Mass Manipulation. These should all be effects that automatically put you into a more try-hard bracket. Those types of effects are just way more powerful and competitive than a lot of the things you can be doing in this format, and they just they do, like you saw in that last game there. Like, sweepers are fine. I think sweepers are reasonable for punishing creature decks, but like, hey, I just gained control of your entire board or your most impactful card. Like, it's just such a big swing. and it really narrows which things are able to be playable. So I do hope they continue to revise their matchmaking algorithm and put a much higher weight on certain cards inside of decks. Yeah, cards that auto win when you draw them and they resolve should automatically make your deck in a higher bracket if you're playing them. That's why you'll notice if you look back at all the commander decks I'm playing, there's no 8 mana Ugins in any of the decks you'll see me play on this stream, because it's just not a fun card. Like, it shows up and it wipes away the entirety of the board, and it just like resets a game that was otherwise interesting in a way that's not great. So, all right, let's shift gears to some regular